YouTube and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, we have a different bike this time. And this is the CBR I've been talking about, that I built to be a scrambler. So, the video about the parts and what it took to build this is coming. I haven't, at the time of recording this, I haven't recorded that video yet, because if we don't count Saturday, when I rode this bike from winter storage to Helsinki, this is my first day riding this bike, and I just left work and it was raining on Saturday, so the bike is quite dirty. One reason is I don't have a front fender on at the moment, and first, like, not this kind of motovlogging thing, I think will be the off-road test, because I still have one part that needs to come, so for this to be completely built, and the part I need is a front light, because I got LED round headlight from a friend for 30 euros, but it didn't have a housing, so I can't attach it in any way. So the housing is coming, and when I get that attached, I can do the whole walk around and tell you about the bike, every part, and what I've done to it, and why it does it look like it does. So those things to come. Front fender, I don't know when I'm gonna put it on. It might be on in the video that I talk about this bike. It might not. I don't know, because my plan is to modify the stock fender a little bit, but I might also buy completely new fender, like motocross fender or something like that, to put on this bike. So that's kind of up in the air what I do with this in terms of that, so I can film the video before it, and then I tell you afterwards what I went with, if I haven't done it before the video. But yeah, I think first will come the off-road test. And the off-road test, as I've said before, is not gonna be full-on off-road, it's gonna be gravel roads. Because 130 mil of suspension travel is not off-road suspension. And I think rear has 110 mil or something like that. This still has the sport bike suspension, so real off-roading, no. But gravel roads, and gravel roads that are not in perfect condition, that's what I built this for. And that's I'm gonna test if this works. And if this works, it's mostly because of the tires that are Pirelli Scorpion STR. No, Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR. So those are the tires on this bike. Front is 110 70 17, and the rear is 130 80 17. So the rear is OEM size, The front is a little bit smaller aspect ratio in the front, otherwise OEM size. And I was going to film the ride from Kouvola to Helsinki, so Kouvola was where I had this bike and Helsinki is where I live. So I was going to film that ride, but somebody forgot to take cameras with him. So you didn't get to see it. And it wouldn't been a good video because it was raining, even though the weather forecast said 0% of rain. So that is the reason why you guys didn't get to see the first like longer ride with this configuration. So almost everything is touched on this bike at the moment. There is a very little OEM parts on this, and I kinda like it because it's a one of a kind. But we go over that little bit better in the video where I talk about this bike, why I did this to this. So, one thing about these tires that I have on these Pirellis, they don't feel like they have knobs at all. Okay, they are 80/20 tires, so really street oriented off-road tire. But still, I don't feel like I have knobs on, which is nice. And one thing, if you hear me accelerating and this gets really loud, this bike, it's not because I have a loud exhaust, it's because I don't have an airbox and I have port filters on this. So it makes it really loud, which is kind of nice, and I like the noise. So and I've been talking about in some video I said I have planned a longer trip for this summer to Nordcap or northern part of the Finland. It's gonna be this bike that I ride on. So you'll be seeing this in many videos. And this is my main bike because this is my only bike. The other bike I'll be riding is my fiance's bike. So I mostly ride with this. At some point I'm thinking to buy a adventure bike, but I don't have the money to buy two bikes at the moment. So I'm having this, and this will be my scrambler that I do my adventures on. And because I built this, I thought at some point I can make a video about if you wanna do some build like this, what should you expect? So what kind of things, how you should budget it and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be coming in the winter time, because I can't film these riding videos, but I wanna film something. So when it comes to summer, I'm not awkward talking on the camera again. So I'm gonna do that during the winter. So what you can expect about building a bike and what you should think about. Yeah. But I think that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So see you later, and I'll catch you next time.